Tulku, I really think you need to let me do the talking.
No, listen, I got this. I know exactly what I want to say to her.
That is what I'm afraid of. I really think you need to let me say most of the words here.
You know what, just have at it. Have it your way.
It's Janice. Yes, let her in. Is she here? Yes, let her in. I don't care who it is. Just let her in. No, don't make any coffee. This is not that kind of meeting. Fucking Janice.
You know, your secretary's never made me coffee before. And I don't even like coffee, but you can still ask. It's a courtesy.
And you could do me the courtesy of making an appointment before barging in. That way, we could have the coffee hot and ready to pour it down the drain when you refuse it. Game face, Dorje. This is serious. Blanche, come in. So nice of you to make it so punctual. Sit down.
How are you, Tulku? Still practicing those self-affirmation mantras I taught you?
You mean the ones that are supposed to make me more sensitive to the needs and feelings of other people?
Yes, those ones.
Blanche, I need you to tell me in your own words how you believe the sensitivity training with Tulku is progressing.
Of course, I think Tulku has made slow but steady progress. We do self-reflection sessions where we have broken through decades of intergenerational bigotry, chauvinism, and microaggression. We are so close to a breakthrough. I can just feel it.
Blanche, I hired you the day Tulku discovered Twitter.
Mm-hmm.
Do you realize the damage I could do with 140 characters?
Since I hired you, Tulku has made the following tweets. The fat acceptance movement is to feminism what Susan B. Anthony was to democracy.
Oh.
I never even knew who Susan B. Anthony was until I met you.
And another, I'll recognize the Palestinian state when the Asians recognize the lane lines in the road.
Oh.
I mean, do you get what I'm driving at here?
Well, I didn't realize Tulku had so many deep-seated issues. This is really disappointing.
I mean, disappointment being the understatement of the century. I mean, since you've begun work with him, you've actually managed to make him more racist than ever before.
You see, Blanche, the point of this whole thing was to give me empathy for the different peoples of the world, regardless of race, gender, or whether or not they should even be recognized as human beings. You taught me 100 new ways to offend people, and I'm too exhausted by your bullshit to resist any of them.
So, you're firing me. Is that what this is about?
Well, actually, what I mean to say is, you're fired! You're fired, fired, fired! Doesn't that just sound so much more final, coming from a man?
I hope you boys are satisfied. You've wasted my time, you've humiliated me, and you've undermined my work. This sophomore behavior is so stereotypically Hollywood.
See? There you go with the stereotyping again. How am I supposed to make any progress if I can't see people as individuals?
You are so self-absorbed. You're like a sponge dripping with a liquid form of pure self-delusion.
You know, you keep talking about the March of Women's Rights, and all you can do is just keep bringing up cleaning products. Don't you see why I'd be kind of confused?
I certainly can. In fact, I'm hard-pressed to think of a subject beyond third grade level that wouldn't confuse you.
Such a browbeating. I mean, for a sensitivity coach, you are surprisingly insensitive.
I just want to let you know that I've been recording this conversation. I'm going to smear your names all over the internet for this.
Yeah, with what media release form?
The one you signed when you hired me. Enjoy your last moments of fresh air before you're drowned in a public relations tidal wave.
Ouch.
That went well.
Yeah, it's that kind of meeting. How do you take your coffee, Tulku?
Frank, you ever play roulette?
Occasionally.
Well, let me give you a word of advice. Always bet on black.